Hello, it's Marco from DPlugins, and today I want to talk to you about the styles and why the styles are actually important inside the Gutenberg. The biggest reason is because with the styles you can actually modify the look of the existing blocks, and with this said, we can actually leverage the Gutenberg core blocks. And in this example I'm going to create or use the gallery block, and we are going to create the the horizontal stack that's going to overlap. And if you're not familiar with the styles, I'm going to show you. So the image have styles. If we choose one, if you go to the styles, then there is styles. You can see that default and then the rounded. And what this actually is doing is it's if we go to the advanced, it's adding is style and then the name of the style. It's actually just adding the class, and it's picking the CSS that it's going to style this. So let's just delete this one, and instead of the image we are going to add the gallery. So I already uploaded the images. Perfect, it's enough for now, and you can see how with the already gallery block we can easily add the images, and the gallery block actually allows you to have the bunch set up for all the images that are inside, and its just structure is a wrapper, and then it's manipulating the core image block. So from here you can actually set up the image resolution. You can choose if you want to crop images to fit. We are going to use the yes for the fit or the crop, and then we are going to set up the square ratio because we are going to use the rounded images that are going to overlap. And then just for the columns we are going to set it by the default as 1. For the block spacing you can set it to 0, but you don't need to, because we are going to override everything with the style. So we're going to save this one, and you can see that at the moment we don't have any register style here, and this FanCoolo comes into the play and the power of the styles. So we are going to stack gallery. We are going to choose the style. Perfect. And on the block types you just need to find the gallery and apply it to the gallery. So perfect. Let's reload the page. And now when we select the gallery you can see the stack gallery, and nothing is happening because we didn't write any CSS here yet. Let's just open it to the front end so we see right away what is happening in the best preview possible. So the first thing we need to see is how the gallery is structured. So what you can see here, is cropped. Okay, we don't care about that one. It's nested images, is cropped, and here it is style stack gallery, and that's the actual style we apply, and the name is already created here. So the main one is figure with the class, and then we have the figure. And okay, and inside the figure we have image. So let's just create out our HTML structure as nested CSS, because we are having the SCSS under the hood. It's much easier than to write it like this, and then we have figure, and you see what I'm talking about. I just prefer it like this because it's easier for me to write. And what you can see here, it's just one below another, and let's see what is happening here. So what we can see here is already a flex, perfect, and we need to align it horizontally. So what we need to do is we need to disable the flex wrap. So let's add perfect, and you can see that we already having some of the result. We want to have rounded, so let's just add border radius 100 pixels. That's going to do the trick. Perfect. If you want to have the fixed image, because what you can see here, it's resizing, but if you want to have the fixed width and the height, we can set up something like 50 pixels. Perfect. Then we said that we are going to reset the spacing as well, so let's just set the gap to 0, and let's just add important just in case that somebody was messing with the settings under the block settings. Then what we need to do is we need to add debugging. I usually do it like this: border 2 pixels, solid red, green, and let's do yellow. Perfect. Okay, we see now what is happening here and what is the structure. Let's just check something. Okay, if I do let's see why the image is. So image is render size 40. So we need to do here also max. Or let's, okay, important than the trick. And then you can see that maybe this screen good enough. Okay, perfect. So you can see that the figure here is much bigger than the image. So what we need to do is for the figure width, we need to just fit the content. Or even better, instead of fitting the content, we can just use the max width. So the max width is actually the size of the width of the image, and you can see now it's doing okay. But since we're repeating ourselves, let's just do the image size. Let's add 30 pixels. So we have the variable here that we can reuse, and this variable is scope only to the this class. So if it's outside of our style and it's somebody already created some simple variable like image size, it's not going to affect it. So let's just do this, and I'm just doing the command D to select multiple, because it's powered by Monaco and it's same as the Visual Studio. So I just you can see autocomplete. Sorry, I was too quick. Okay, perfect. And now let's just do the 50, so it's a little bigger, maybe 60. Perfect. And it's we're almost there. So what we need to do is, now on the figure, we need margin left. And what I usually like to do, I like to use the image size, actually calc, and then I add a variable, multiply by minus, and then this. Perfect. Let's see. Okay, they are overlapping, and what you can see here is that the problem now is that the first image is going outside of the container. So to stop that, we just need to create the first child. You get the autocomplete already for that, because besides this is a Monaco editor, I also built in the Emmet, so you get all the fancy autocompletions right away. So margin left here is 0, and you can see it's resetted the container. Perfect. We can now remove this. We don't need it. We can now remove this as well. And also maybe you want some style here. Just perfect, and maybe box shadow and 0 pixel, 0 pixel, 0 pixel, black. And what I usually do is, once I create this, I usually just go and use the power of the DevTools. And what you can see here is, since I add 0, 0, 0 black, I can now press here and I can now do this. So I have the full UI to set up. Okay, and then I can do this. This is just, you will usually have your variables for the colors, but this is a quick and easy win. And now I just copy it back to the FanCoolo, and you can see here now we have the awesome stack gallery that everybody can now use, and you can see it's literally the same inside the Gutenberg. And also, if somebody needs to make the order, maybe this scroll needs to be here, so any editor can just drag, drop, or even you can add more images. Perfect. We need more. Update gallery, and the gallery is updated. So you can see here now how we can actually leverage the great editor experience with the creating the custom styles with just a couple of seconds. Otherwise, if you would create the custom block for this, you would need to maybe use the same logic to create two blocks. One is a wrapper, one is an image, but then you will not have this quick and easy way to add the images, or you would need to do one by one, or you would need to do the custom sidebar that you can manage the multiple images why, if the Gutenberg is already excellent for the editor experience and editors already know the way around it, you just need to provide simple click for them to jump from this to this. Hope you guys see the power of the styles, and this is coming in version 1.3. Please leave in the comments what you are going to create, and also what more you need from FanCoolo to bring you to connect more the developers and the content creators or the editors. Thank you for watching, and bye.